All right. Well, hello and welcome to everybody who showed up today. I'm excited to have you here. If you are the type of person who wants to improve their health with natural remedies and modalities, then you are in the right place. I'm excited to be here because I'm going to be sharing information on a resource that I use a lot, and it has proven to be very helpful for me when it comes to healthcare within my home. So I hope that you interact with me by way of the chat box and the reactions button on the bottom of your page. Feel free to drop questions there and feel free to share resources that you might use in your healthcare within your home and your family. Today, the topic is the Virtual Essential Life book and how to choose which oil to use. Okay. So, how many of you here remember the paper copy of our Essential Life book? If you've been around doTERRA oils, you probably have some kind of resource. Marvis, I see you raising your hand. Yes, we spoke about this. Excuse the dog in the background. Hopefully, you can't hear him very much. But back in the day, we used to have a paper copy of the Essential Life book, and it was so useful. We learned how to use our oils, right? Well, times are changing, and we live in a digital, virtual world right now. So, the company who produced that book has decided to stop printing it in paper form and move into the virtual space, improving their technology, right? So, that's not always an easy transition to make. Many people, including myself, would love to have the option of a paper copy. However, there are benefits to both virtual and paper. I also can't understand how the company wanted to move into virtual books because of the cost of printing and the yearly updates that needed to take place once new products were released after convention in September. So there are benefits to having both. And today I'm going to show you how to get the most up-to-date virtual copy of the Essential Life book, okay? But I'm also going to need a few people here to volunteer to do some reading for us when I share my screen at that particular point in the presentation. So keep that in mind. If you want to help read, that's fine. I know many of you are traveling and you're not putting on your cameras, maybe you're driving, that's totally fine. If no one can help me, then I'll just go ahead and do all the reading myself. But okay, the virtual book, let me share screen. The virtual book can be found on the website oillife.com, which is where we go to purchase essential oil products like the roller bottles, maybe the sample bottles that we use. Um, there's all kinds of things on that website to promote doTERRA's business, sticker tops for the tops of your bottles and things like that. Okay, so let me go ahead and share my screen. I'm going to take you through a few things here. Share screen and here. So this is the Essential Life website. Okay. So they have a variety of free downloads, diffuser recipes, ebooks, okay? But the Essential Life virtual book is right here. And it's $27.50. You can buy it in quantities up to 20 plus. That would be the cheapest way to purchase it for only $20, right? But as we scroll down, I am going to just read a small portion so that we can get a better picture of what the virtual book actually is, okay? So it's a unique way of learning because they're not ebooks. There's no files to download, and you don't need a special app on your phone. They are interactive, multimedia, searchable virtual books that you can access through their online platform called Wellness Nook. Okay. So you could use them on any device anywhere in the world. So on your phone, on your computer, on your iPad, on your Kindle. You'll gain access to the Wellness Nook platform after you order your virtual book here on this website, and they send you the follow-up emails with everything that you need to know in order to access your book once you purchase it through Oil Life. Okay? So now let me go ahead and share my next screen, which is the actual virtual book on my computer. So Marva or somebody, can you go ahead and let me know that you're actually seeing the book? Michelle, you have your hand up?
Yes, I can see it.
Okay, perfect. So this is what the platform looks like, Wellness Nook, right? And these are all of my purchases throughout the years. I have all of these books on virtual access on my computer. The most updated one is the 9th edition. So I'm going to click there and open it. And it's just like a study lesson plan that you work your way through if you want to read the book in that order. On the left-hand side here, you'll see the table of contents and the variety of information that's available. So we're going to watch one video in the very beginning called The Essential Life, where this woman is explaining how to use the book, and it's only about, I don't know, 50 seconds long. But remember, a virtual book means that you could see videos, they have hyperlinks, you can possibly take notes. It can be edited, so it makes it easier to keep up-to-date information. Okay, so here's the video.
Welcome to The Essential Life. We provided powerful information that will take you from spot treating symptoms to holistic wellness. We understand that this much information at your fingertips may feel daunting, but The Essential Life makes this information very easy to follow. If you're brand new to oils or need to revisit the basics, check out the how-to in section 1, where you'll learn all about application, safety, quality, and more. If you need answers to an ailment quickly, flip to section 2, quick reference, and find the issue and quick solutions. If you need a deeper knowledge on the condition, find it in the index and read all the correlating pages. If you want to learn the top uses for the oils or supplements that you have or you're looking into, use section 3, natural solutions, where you can discover all the pertinent information on the individual products. Check out section 4 to expand your knowledge of holistic wellness. This section will give you the most detailed information to help develop your understanding of over nearly 40 focus areas, from skincare to oral health, from cardiovascular to pregnancy. These focus areas will help give you the deep dive into areas of concern for you and your loved ones. Lastly, visit the living section for great tips and tricks on how to incorporate natural solutions into your daily routine, including cooking, cleaning, gift giving. We even have a section dedicated to your favorite furry friends. No matter what essential oil and supplement knowledge you're looking for, you will find it within these pages as you build your own version of The Essential Life.
Okay, so as you can see here, it just says go to your next lesson so that you could read the book in consecutive order, right? Most of us don't really read a book that way anymore unless it's like a story. This is a reference resource. So today we're going to just go to this section, if you can see where I'm pointing, how to know which oils to use, okay? So let's get into this section. The greater the number of oils you have at your disposal, the more choices you can make and more results you can create. Yet deciding which oil to use in certain circumstances can be overwhelming, especially with so many options with overlapping qualities and properties. So the skill to develop is learning to make better choices to create better results. Remember this. Oils move you to a more balanced state of homeostasis to the best of their ability. So necessarily ask yourself, what might I experience on my way to greater balance and wholeness? Will I get temporary relief from discomfort? Will my symptoms due to detoxification from an unhealthy terrain kick in? Am I providing proper support for my body's needs, i.e., adequate nutrition and rest, proper diet, to help me get where I want to be the most successful way? Following are a number of highly beneficial ways to make oil selections. Some of us just grab whatever really close to us. Some of us say, I think peppermint will work better than spearmint in this instance, right? We get to enjoy the process of getting to know each oil as if it were a friend that we've learned to count on in times of need or want. For instance, Breathe is my first go-to when I'm suffering from any respiratory distress. But I have learned in my experience that if it doesn't work well enough, I could then layer on cardamom or rosemary or eucalyptus, right?
Or you can lay those on. I didn't realize you can do that.
Yes, you could layer
Cool.
on those oils for stronger effects or for different situations. Maybe you're dealing with the winds, right? Maybe you're sitting
Mhm.
at a campfire and the smoke is just like really, really heavy. It depends upon the situation. The most important factors in your decision making are your preferences based on your own knowledge and experience. So never downgrade your own experiences and your intuition. Interactions with the oils vary from person to person. So what might work for me might not work for you. You must experiment. Even with the same condition, people are drawn to and benefited by different solutions. So it's recommended that you keep a journal of some kind, perhaps in the notes section on your phone, or write it down in a real journal, or make simple notations. It says right here in the pages of this book, which I have not figured out how to do on this virtual book, about what you've learned. Become your own best advocate, knowing greater health and wellness, modeling it for generations to come, and inviting those around you to do the same. So let's get into some of the different ways to actually choose which oil to use, okay? I'm gonna need one or two volunteers to read this first section. Marva, go ahead and read on hand, please.
In a moment of need, your go-to choices are what you have on hand. Put each of your oils to work for you by looking them up in this book and learning what they do best. As your interest grows in making essential oils your first line of response, identify health issues, desired changes, and results. Research them here in the book and then increase your personal collection accordingly. It's what you do every day that matters most.
Excellent. So what do you have on hand? Know the oils that are in your collection. We're always adding to them. We do have ones that we may not use very often, like maybe blue tansy or spikenard, but there was a reason why you bought it, right? Try to get to know the ones that you have on hand. Okay, next person can read intuition. Go ahead and read that whole section down to online, okay? Michelle Lopez?
Intuition. Nothing can be more powerful in an essential oil use than simply paying attention to what you're attracted to. Trust that feedback and act on it. Intuition is reliable again. Make notations so you can repeat what you've done before and with experience with better results. Look things up in the book, do your own research. A to Z quick reference. Search health conditions you want to resolve and choose from the list from the top oils listed. Natural solutions. Look up any oils or blend to discover its origins, chemistry, properties, or top uses, applications, methods, safety. This section offers education on each oil blend, supplement, as well as a way to cross-reference ideas or suggestions from selections. Oil properties. The oil property chart is a superb way to learn about how oils work. and notice how well that notice as well that in every focus area you'll find oils listed related to properties. Certain essential oil properties excel in addressing unique aspects of each body system and area of focus. Focus area. Look up to your health concerns and interests in focus area. First, go to the area that relates to your concern. Example, respiratory for cough, cardiovascular for heart or circulation issues. Then look for specific conditions or symptoms that you want to relieve or address. Note both product suggestions and protocols provided.
Okay, perfect. Thank you so much for reading that. You'll notice that these are, what do you call it? Hyperlinks. Okay, so when you click on it, it takes you to that section, ailments index A through Z. Okay, when you, let's see how this is, any of that button was not there. Hold on just a second. So the next hyperlink was natural solutions, and then oil properties, and then focus areas. So if you're open on your virtual book on your computer, you can go straight to those areas by clicking here, or you can go to the left-hand side and go and scroll all the way down and find that section as well. Now, do we have any other takers for reading the next section online?
I'll read.
Okay.
Online, if you want more detailed knowledge about what to address, first look up your condition online so you better understand it. For example, learn about the different facets of whatever ails you and discover what body parts are involved. With these specific areas of focus identified, utilize the book as described above to pursue your essential oil solutions.
Excellent. Thank you so much for reading that. Smell, I'll take that one. Like intuition, the value of smelling an oil to discover what you love or are drawn to cannot be overemphasized. This is one of the most important aspects of essential oil use. After all, it is called aromatherapy, right? So don't limit your thinking to only what is taught. Deliberately choose to make selections by aroma. So in other words, it might not make sense to use eucalyptus on an inflamed ankle injury. But maybe you smelled it and you're like, I'm going to use that anyways. And you put it on and you're like, whoa, it worked. Well, you know why? Because eucalyptus has anti-inflammatory properties. It's not the top property, but it is an anti-inflammatory. So deliberately choose to make selections by aroma. It is both scientific and traditional to do so. Every oil has very precise chemistry, hence a unique aroma. There is a reason why smelling oils prior to selection is so commonplace and one's natural inclination. Even animals and small children quickly identify their favorites and what their body most needs. Okay, anyone want to read about emotions? Marva, go for it.
Sorry, forgot to unmute myself. Perhaps the idea of matching an oil to an emotional state is new to you. However, it is the #1 way to narrow selections. Here's why. Consider two people who have arthritis. One is impatient and the other is resigned. Each has a different emotional profile as well as different needs to be met. Learn more about the connection between essential oils and emotions by first, I'm sorry, where was I at?
First reading,
First reading, emotional well-being. The science and chemistry behind this correlation make it well worth your understanding and application. Use the charts in the emotions index to introduce the connection of what oil for what emotion. Also see mood and behavior.
Excellent. Thank you so much. So you can see these are other hyperlinks where you can take your knowledge to a deeper level by studying about emotions and how to pick an essential oil based on what you're feeling. Many of us in this community already do that. Maybe we're depressed, maybe we're sad, maybe it's a Monday and we are not motivated to get kick-started and going, right? Well, we pull out and motivate, or we pull out peppermint and wild orange. Maybe we need other types of emotional support, and so that's one way we can choose an oil. Okay, oil personalities. Learn your oils by their personalities to get a better sense of which
Zachary.
oils. Okay, go ahead.
Okay. Learn your oils by the personality of which oils and blends work.
Hey, Dee, you're cutting out a lot.
Yeah.
You're cutting out a lot. Are you still,
Oh,
are you in
sorry.
your car or what?
Yeah, I'm part reception is
Got it. Reception is not good, but you do get an A for trying and being willing to participate. But I'll go ahead and read it, okay? It says, learn your oils by their personalities to get a better sense of which oils and blends work best for you. Where and how a plant grows, the parts used, and the chemistry contained are all significant aspects of an oil's energy profile. Here's an example: cinnamon. Hot, spicy oil, right? Most of the times we say use a carrier oil with it. It has warming properties. So this heat both wards off unwanted predators and it warms up a cold heart or body, serving as both an immunostimulant and an aphrodisiac. So upon use, the user has a sense of feeling more protected, safe, warm, and is thus more willing to be intimate and sexually or emotionally vulnerable. Okay? So oil personalities is another way that we can choose our oils. Last but not least, it says here, individual test. Utilize a personal digital scan or applied kinesiology. So what they're talking about here is the Itovi scanner or the Zyto scanner, or even muscle testing yourself, applied kinesiology, also known as muscle response testing, to quickly identify what resonates as beneficial to your body at the time of evaluation. So there are a variety of tools and ways that we can use to learn how to pick an oil for us. So this is our Wellness Nook platform, our virtual online resource to learn more about how to use oils for our own personal health care. I'm going to stop share and then open it up for, well, hello everybody, there you are. Open it up for questions and thoughts. Which suggestions did you like from the book? And will you try a different way than what you've been using so far? Would anybody like to share? Go ahead, Marva.
Oh, I'm sorry.
It's okay. Michelle, go ahead.
Yeah, that makes it easier to find when you're looking for like what, like you said, an element and like, okay, which oil is it? And they might even give you, I think it gives like a list of different oils, and just in case you don't have that one, you can go to the next one.
Yes. It gives you a variety to choose from, right? Which I always appreciate because my body is really different. I feel like it's a little bit more challenging than the average person. What works for most people doesn't usually work for me, so I have to have a variety to choose from. Anybody else want to share, or do you have any questions? Janine?
I just kind of appreciate the way you can figure out some of the oils by the smell and because of the emotion aspect of it.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I have seen people just go, nope, can't stand that smell, right? And then other people are just like, oh, wow, that's amazing. So our sense of smell is very, very important to how we choose oils. Most people start out that way, just using the ones that they enjoy the smell. But do you have spikenard? Most people don't like spikenard. There's a reason why, and that has to do with the emotional factor. So that's kind of cool. Marva, you want to share, please?
Actually, I had a question.
Mhm.
So if you get the virtual book, how many devices can you put it on?
You could put it on multiple. You could bring it up. It's like a website. It's not an app. So you could put it on your, like mirror screen it from your computer to your television. You could enter it on your phone. You could bring it up on your iPad.
Does it cost extra?
I don't believe so. That's a good idea. I don't believe so. And I think you could do it all three ways. Let me test it out right now on my phone. Okay. Because the book is still open on my computer. Wellness Nook. My library. Sign in. Facial recognition, of course, on my phone. Oh, hold on. HONOLULU 8, and then sign in. Yep, you could use it on a variety of devices at the same time. So it's up on my computer and it's up on my phone and it could be up on my iPad for a variety of people. If we're having like an in-person class and everybody wants access to the book, that's a really good way to do it. So thank you for that question. All right, any other questions that we have? Okay, well, I for one,
One
okay,
more.
go ahead, Marva.
Do you have to update it each year? And if you do, how much?
I have not had to pay for any updates. So that's a good thing because every year we have new products, right?
Right.
So I haven't had to pay. I just open it up and it's there. I am sure they will be changing that though, because, it's a way to make money, but I think the company is still in the process of refining their way that they update their information and add to it. I do believe this next year, 2026, they're going to be adding videos from doctors, testimonials that that are using our products. So that's kind of cool. But for anyone who is a Jehovah's Witness, when you open up your JW library or your Watchtower, right, you now have a little box where you can actually write your answer. When we study with people, we have interactive study brochures on our website. So these types of things are available in other industries. And so we need to learn how to have access to them and how to use them, because sometimes paper, it's not convenient to carry around that big, thick paper book. If I'm going to be traveling somewhere and I still want information from my book, I could have it on the computer. And then when I'm home, I could probably pull out the book because I do like the feel of a real book, right? So having both is good. Okay, we are at our time. I can tell you that I am so happy to have these little bottles in my life because I don't know what I would do without them. I feel so confident in using them that I want to share them with as many people as possible, especially since I do not have confidence in our current healthcare system. I do believe that there is an oil for everything, and I think a blend of modern medicine with essential oils is an absolute must. But having access to our virtual book here is going to help me educate a variety of people privately, like here on Zoom, as well as publicly, like in a doctor's office. So I hope our class today has helped you to know which oils to choose, how to choose them, and inspired you to learn more. All right, go ahead, Dee, you have a question?
I was just going to share that I take care of a lady, and on Wednesday, I found out that she had a bed sore. So I pulled out my Correct-X, put it on, and then today I checked it and it was so much better. And now she wants to order one.
Yes, see, there's an oil for everything. There's a doTERRA product for everything. If you're only into the oils, please know that we have so much more to offer. Vitamins, supplements, skincare, household products that help you cut down on toxic load anywhere in your home. So there's a lot to take advantage of when it comes to doTERRA and living a doTERRA lifestyle. It's really, really, really what it's about. All right, everybody. Thank you so much for joining. We'll see you next week. Next week is our last class for January, and it's going to be all about what to do when you get sick. Okay? Using oils is preventive healthcare. So sometimes we don't get sick, or the duration is really short, the intensity is lower. But I have had a request from someone to teach about what to do when you're already sick, when you've missed the initial onset, or you've ignored a sore throat for 3 days, right? Or you've said, no, I'm not sick. But then 3 or 5 days later, it's worse. So they want information about what to do while you're sick. And so we're going to be focusing on that. Watch for me to post that invite on my Instagram account. Join me next week and we shall see you then. Okay. Have a great weekend. Bye-bye, everybody.
Bye.